Crash Course on Health Sciences, Medical Ethics and Professionalism. Gain an understanding of ethical issues in healthcare, as well as the role of professionalism in the field. Welcome to the Crash Course on Health Sciences. Today, we will be exploring the crucial topic of medical ethics and professionalism. In the field of healthcare, ethical issues often arise, and professionals must navigate complex situations to ensure that they uphold the highest standards of care. Let's begin by defining what medical ethics and professionalism are. Medical ethics refers to the principles and values that guide the decisions and actions of healthcare professionals. These principles include autonomy, beneficence, non-maleficence, justice, and fidelity. Autonomy refers to the right of patients to make their own decisions about their healthcare. Beneficence is the duty of healthcare professionals to act in the best interests of their patients. Non-maleficence is the obligation to avoid harming patients. Justice involves treating all patients fairly, regardless of their social or economic status. Finally, fidelity is the duty of healthcare professionals to be honest and trustworthy in their interactions with patients. Professionalism, on the other hand, refers to the conduct, attitudes, and behaviors that are expected of healthcare professionals. These include communication skills, respect for patients' rights and privacy, integrity, and a commitment to lifelong learning and improvement. One example of an ethical issue in healthcare is the use of placebos. Placebos are inactive substances or treatments that are given to patients as if they were active treatments, usually to test the efficacy of a new drug or treatment. While placebos can be useful in certain situations, such as clinical trials, they raise ethical concerns when they are used to deceive patients or withhold treatment that could benefit them. Another example is end-of-life care. When a patient is terminally ill, healthcare professionals must make difficult decisions about when to stop aggressive treatments and focus on palliative care to alleviate the patient's pain and suffering. These decisions must be made with the patient's best interests in mind and in consultation with their family members or caregivers. Now, let's move on to the top 12 ethical issues in healthcare. Informed consent. Healthcare professionals must obtain informed consent from patients before providing any treatment or procedure. This means that patients must be fully informed about the risks and benefits of the treatment and have the right to refuse treatment. Confidentiality. Patients have the right to privacy and confidentiality regarding their medical information. Healthcare professionals must ensure that patient information is protected and only shared with those who have a legitimate need to know. Resource allocation. With limited healthcare resources, healthcare professionals must make difficult decisions about how to allocate resources fairly and effectively. This includes decisions about which patients receive certain treatments or procedures. Euthanasia and assisted suicide. These controversial practices involve intentionally ending a patient's life to relieve their suffering. They raise ethical concerns about the sanctity of life and the role of healthcare professionals in ending life. Abortion. The issue of abortion raises ethical concerns about the rights of the mother and the fetus. Healthcare professionals must navigate the legal and ethical complexities of providing abortion services. Organ donation and transplantation. The demand for organs far outweighs the supply, raising ethical questions about who should receive organs and how they should be allocated. Genetic testing and counseling. With advances in genetics, healthcare professionals must navigate ethical concerns about genetic privacy, discrimination, and the potential impact of genetic information on families. Research ethics. Clinical trials and research studies must be conducted ethically, with proper informed consent, protection of participants' privacy and confidentiality, and adherence to ethical standards. Access to healthcare. Healthcare is a basic human right, and healthcare professionals must address ethical concerns about access to healthcare for marginalized and underserved populations. Cultural competence. Healthcare professionals must be aware of and respectful of cultural differences in order to provide culturally competent care that meets the needs of diverse patient populations. End-of-life care. As previously mentioned, end-of-life care involves difficult ethical decisions about when to stop aggressive treatments and focus on palliative care. Healthcare professionals must balance the patient's wishes, the potential benefits of treatment, and the impact on the patient's quality of life. Conflict of interest. Healthcare professionals must navigate potential conflicts of interest, such as financial incentives or personal relationships, that could influence their decision-making and compromise their professional integrity. In summary, medical ethics and professionalism are crucial topics in the field of healthcare. Healthcare professionals must navigate complex ethical issues while upholding the highest standards of professionalism. The top 12 ethical issues in healthcare include informed consent, confidentiality, resource allocation, euthanasia and assisted suicide, abortion, organ donation and transplantation, genetic testing and counseling, research ethics, access to healthcare, cultural competence, end-of-life care, and conflict of interest. Now, to end this crash course on a creative note, here is a poem about medical ethics and professionalism. In healthcare, ethics guide our way to make decisions every day. Autonomy, beneficence, non-maleficence too. Justice and fidelity, all must be true. Professionalism, conduct we uphold. Communication, respect, integrity, never grow old. Lifelong learning, improvement, our commitment to be the best we can, for our patients to see. Informed consent, confidentiality, our duty to keep. Patient information, safe and secure, our promise to reap. Resource allocation, a challenge we face. Fairness, effectiveness, in every case. Euthanasia, assisted suicide, a controversial choice. Sanctity of life, a concern we must voice. Abortion, genetic testing, the rights we defend. Privacy, discrimination, to the very end. Organ donation, transplantation, demand exceeds supply. Ethical questions, who should receive, who should deny. Research ethics, clinical trials, must be conducted with care. Informed consent, privacy, standards we share. Access to healthcare, a basic human right. For all, we must fight. Cultural competence, awareness, respect. Diverse populations, we must reflect. End-of-life care, a difficult decision we make. Patient wishes, treatment benefits, quality of life at stake. Conflict of interest, a potential harm. Integrity, our shield, we must stay calm. In healthcare, ethics and professionalism, we must live. To our patients, our duty, we must give the best care possible, with honor and pride. In this noble profession, we must always abide. Start planning your next global adventure with ease and convenience with our Booking.com referral link, https://www.booking.com/index.html. AID equals 7989335 as a great choice to plan your next trip. You can find and book flights, hotels, cars, and local attractions all in one place, and their price match guarantee ensures you're getting the best deal. Thank you for kind support our Hub Metaverse channel, and please watch more interesting videos here.